Okay, yogis. Well, happy day. Hope you're feeling awesome. Today's class, as per usual, is going to align with what is happening in the cosmos. I sort of teach a hatha-based yoga with astrological influences, and right now we are moving into a retrograde season. Now, this isn't Mercury retrograde, it's some other planets. And if you're like, what does retrograde mean? Basically, it just means that that planet is passing by Earth, like we would be able to see it in alignment with Earth. And as it goes by, it looks like it's spinning backwards. It's not actually spinning backwards, but it appears that way, kind of a physics thing. And whenever planets are in retrograde, whenever they appear to be spinning backwards, they bring about kind of the shadow side or the backward side of the energies that they represent. So for the past week or so, we have been in a Pluto retrograde. In fact, for the past couple of weeks, we've been in a Pluto retrograde. Pluto, maybe you think it's a planet, maybe not, and Pluto is the planet of death and life and rebirth. It's a planet of power and control, and it certainly has issues over whether it's a planet or whether it wants to be or not, right? So you might have experienced over the past couple of weeks things involved with Scorpio energy. It rules Scorpio as well. Maybe things from your past, things that you thought may have already died energetically or emotionally, so to speak, and they're rising back up again. You might be thinking about lost loved ones. It's a time of remembering those sorts of energies. But now we're adding on to that. So we're moving into a Saturn retrograde. Saturn represents your karma, things that happen like big life lessons or big moments that bring about wisdom, big transitions, big times where you came to a crossroads that happen like once a decade. So this is a good time to reflect on those big picture things that happen, those big aha moments, any of those things that remind you of like bigger picture lessons that you learned. It's a time to reminisce on the wisdom that was there and what you can bring forward from that. And then Venus is moving into retrograde as well. Venus is the planet of love, the planet of feminine energy, the planet of relationships, and it also has to do with wealth and money. So this is a time to kind of reflect on your energy towards money, towards wealth and what that means to you, and also towards relationships, love, friendships, social scenes. As we start to get back to a new normal, or as we slowly start to get the world going again, things are a little bit different now. So before we get into that energy, it's a time to reflect on kind of the past and how our relationships were with people and money and wealth and our ideals around that, and see how we can change to move in a positive direction here over the next few weeks. So that is the wisdom that is coming through right now. And to represent that retrograde energy, tonight we're going to be doing a lot of twists and reverse poses. So you can think about like reversed warrior is a good example. But we'll be doing some things to represent that backwards energy, and we'll be taking times of stillness, extra long pauses in our practice to really tune into what comes up from the movement and the breath work that you go through. So I hope that this practice serves you. We are going to meet on our mat, and we are going to start in a child's pose. So you can go ahead and come down to hands and knees, bring your hips back towards your heels, go ahead and soften your body, bring your head down. If your head doesn't touch the ground comfortably, you could bring it up to like stacked forehead to fist, or maybe hands to fist, that's up to you. But go ahead and find that child's pose, and I'm gonna turn this music on, and then I'm gonna meet you there. So I just want you to take a moment to rest in your child's pose. Sinking in, letting go, softening your body, and deepening your breath. Excuse me. So as you deepen your breath, notice your breath moving to the back of your body, to the sides of your body, through all 360 degrees of your body. And really soften throughout your body on your exhales. Keep breathing deeply, keep grounding in. In times when life feels a little backwards, a little chaotic, one of the best things we can do is just ground in and remind ourselves that we're safe, we're here on earth, we're connected to gravity, we're breathing, and we can soften into that gravity and let go of any tension. So use this child's pose as an opportunity to let go of anything that will not serve your practice. Set that intention to release it now. Keep breathing in, breathing out. And let's move into more of an active child's pose. So you're going to crawl your hands forward towards the top of your mat. Really reach out through your fingertips. Continue to relax your head. Continue to breathe deeply. Find the length in your spine. Take another inhale. When you're ready, walk your hands over to the right side and then sink back down. Relax your head. And then inhale and exhale, walk it over to the other side. Relax back down. And then take an inhale, exhale back to center, begin to press up. You're going to have a seat on your knees if it feels comfortable. And if it doesn't feel comfortable on your knees, you can sit a different way. But we are going to continue to stay grounded so you can really soften your body here. Try to keep your hips and your heels aligned if you can, as well as your sitting bones. So try not to buckle the ankles outer end, just sit tall. Interlace your hands. Flip your palms overhead, and as much as you root into the ground, you press your palms away and really open up across your chest. Just breathe here. Take an inhale. Exhale, relax your arms down by your sides. Roll your shoulders back, down, and away. So if you've ever been told to roll your shoulders forward, I'm not saying that it's wrong, but it's something that I don't typically suggest because we spend so much of our time in this rounded forward, shoulder forward posture with tech or just sitting more and really not paying attention to sitting tall and to supportive posture in general. And so it serves us better to roll our shoulders back. And I'm going somewhere with this, so keep going. Open up those shoulders, give them the opportunity to open. But when we spend so much of our energy forward, right, in the future, worrying about things that haven't happened yet, or just always looking forward, like things will be better in the future when I get this, when that happens, can we just start to slow that down and move a little bit backwards and maybe just reflect on how far we've come? Reflect on our past. Reflect on all that we can be grateful for, and we are opening up our hearts when we roll our shoulders back. Let's take one more. And then just relax, close your eyes, and sink into that energy for a moment. If anything comes up to be grateful for, go ahead and honor that. Just a little bit of silence, honoring that feeling of being thankful, finding what you can in the present moment. Starting to slow back down. Let's blink the eyes open. Let's take our neck left and right, side to side. You can go as fast or as slow as you need to. Keep your shoulders relaxed. We're going to take one more. And whenever you feel balanced, return to center. Inhale to look up. Exhale to look down. Let's keep going. Keep sitting tall, shoulders over hips. We've got maybe one more. And then we'll keep our chin at chest and just stay here. Continuing to sit tall, really opening now across the back of your neck, maybe your sinuses. If you need to roll your shoulders back and away, go ahead and do so. Just remind yourself to open up. Let's take one more inhale. On the exhale, return to neutral. Let's transfer into tabletop, hands and knees. And right away, we're going into cat and cow. So ground in for your cow pose. Inhale and look out. And then flat feet, exhale, press into the ground for cat, looking down. Let's keep going. Inhale for cow. Exhale for cat. Just open up. We're going to take one more round. Once you return to neutral, reset. You're going to open up, reach your right arm into an open twist. Really press into your grounded hand. Really expand across your heart space. And get ready to thread the needle. One more inhale. Exhale, bring it under. Lower all the way down. Relax your head, your ear. Just breathe into the twist. When you're ready, unwind. And take your time moving to the other side. Opening up first, really expanding across your heart space. Finding the twist one way, and then inhale. Exhale, bring it underneath and relax back down. Breathe into it. Take an inhale, on your exhale, unwind. We're going to go into our first downward facing dog. For this one, just anything you need as far as movement goes. Still relaxing your head and draw your navel in gently just to support your low back. But otherwise, just feel free to listen to your body and turn within. Retrogrades are a great time of just slowing down and listening from within. Listening to what our inner wisdom has to say, listening to our inner guidance. Let's grab maybe one more breath and then find stillness in your down dog. Relax your head. Sink your chest towards your thighs. Grab one more breath. And then walk your hands back to your feet and stay in your fold. If you need to bend your knees, go ahead. It's okay if you're not touching the ground. Just relax and lean in. And you always have the option to go deeper, straightening your legs. Keep drawing your navel in as you roll all the way up to standing. Once you ground in, let's inhale, reach overhead. Exhale, bring hands to heart. We're going to do that 2 more times. When you're ready, interlace your hands behind you and just start to pull back. Really open across your chest here. Draw your navel up and in. Take one more inhale. On your exhale, release. Let's just shake it out. Swing the arms, elephant trunk pose. I got my Ganesha, my elephant trunk on there. Swinging around. All right, let's come back into neutral. Ground into your mountain pose. Release your right arm down by your side. Your left arm's going to reach up and over. And the more you reach up and over, the heavier your arm and hand gets. Can you really let that hand get right by your leg? Keep your navel drawing up and in. You can look wherever you need to for your neck. Maybe bend your elbow if that feels good, or straighten out more. Now really root into the ground with your feet, find strong legs, realign, relax your arm by your side. Get ready for the other side. Inhale, reaching right arm up. Exhale, moving into your side bend. Left arm is really heavy. And stay here, breathing and exploring. And root into your feet, press up. Relax back down. Now interlace your fingers and then interlace them the opposite way. Flip the palms up and overhead again. Mindful not to pull your shoulders to your ears. So bend the elbows if you need to and open across your chest. Draw your navel up and in towards your heart. Root into your feet. Stand strong. Take an inhale. On your exhale, swan dive all the way back down. Stay in your fold. Take an inhale to half lift. Exhale, step out to hands and knees. Take your left foot behind and then over to the right. Set your toes down. Look around your shoulder towards your toes in a twist. Keep pressing your heel away for more, maybe lifting your knee and thigh. And we'll bring it back to neutral, switching out to the other side. Right leg over to the left. Look over to the left. And let's bring it back to neutral. We're going to go into down dog. This time we're going to hold it. So just relax your head here. Breathe into it. And walk your feet up to your hands. Come up to standing, grab a breath overhead, and hands to heart. We're going to go into our first standing pose, high lunge. Left foot forward, right foot back. Really ground in, all toes face forward here. We're going to let the arms hang by the hips, shoulders are relaxed. And then inhale, reach your arms up, legs stay right where they are, just hold. Keep breathing. And when you're ready, you're going to come all the way down to a runner's lunge, hands around your feet, and hold it here. Really drive your back heel away. When you're ready, step back to down dog and hold. Breathe into it. Make your way up towards your hands or the top of your mat. Come all the way up to standing. Grab a breath overhead. Hands to heart, moving to your high lunge on the right side, left foot back. Once you feel grounded, arms come down by your sides. And then the legs stay where they are, but you'll inhale, arms up, stay soft in your shoulders. Exhale, keep breathing. And then look at where you're going with your hands. Come down into that runner's lunge. Adjust if you need to. Get ready to step to your down dog all the way back. Let's hold right here. And then make your way back to your feet. So walk your hands back and come all the way up to standing. We're going to grab that breath overhead. Hands to heart. Interlace your hands behind. Again, the opposite way from what you're used to. And just pull back or out, however you like to expand. Root through your feet. Draw your navel in. Open up. Take an inhale. Exhale, release. And again, we'll go to that elephant trunk, Ganesha's pose. Swing it out. We're going to grab maybe one more each way and then slow it all down. You're going to step your feet a little bit closer together for chair pose. And as you sit back into your chair, really point your tailbone down, hips towards your heels. For now, just bring your hands together at your heart and relax your shoulders. Keep grounding down. Grab one more breath. And then press through your feet. Exhale, stand tall. Legs stay where they are, closer together. Take an inhale overhead with your hands. Exhale to your heart. Sit back into your chair again. Hold it. Doing great. Relax your shoulders. Take an inhale. exhale, release to a fold this time, all the way down, letting go. Keeping those legs close together for just a moment. And then step it out to tabletop, hands and knees. We're gonna take our left foot out to the side, toes are gonna face forward, align your foot with your knee. We're gonna start with an open twist, reaching your arm up and overhead. Sorry, your left arm up and overhead, same as your foot. Really look wherever you need to for your neck to open as well. And then take an inhale. On the exhale, just bring your hand right back down where it started. Inhale, opposite hand out, or maybe out and up. Really ground in, find that twist. This is a closed twist or a reversed twist. Take your neck where it needs to go. Grab one more breath. And exhale, bring it back down. We're gonna switch out our legs. Right foot comes out. Right arm goes up first, open twist. Breathing into it. One more inhale. On the exhale, come back down. Get ready to move to the other side. Left arm out or out and up. Find the opening. Bring it down. Bring your legs back in. We're gonna find low lunge. So you'll start by bringing your left foot around and your hands go around your foot. And if you need to, you can bring one hand up to your leg for space. Flatten out your back foot, grip your front, grip the mat with your front foot and pull it forward. Now you can stay right here, or if it feels good, you can walk up to your knee and thigh. Really stay active with your front leg. You can also bring your arms down by your sides, just like you did in high lunge. Really good. Take a breath. And then bring it all the way back down. Just switch it out, take your time. Moving to the other side, find your low lunge. Really grip the mat with your front foot. Pull forward. Arms have the option to go by your sides. We've got like 2 more breaths. You can do it, keep breathing. And then when you're ready, come down, release to hands and knees. And then find your child's pose, go all the way back. Just take a moment to sink in. Maybe slow it back down, clear your mind. Take one more breath. When you're ready, come back up, hands and knees, and then all the way up to downward facing dog. Make your way up to the top of your mat, all the way up to standing. Grab an inhale overhead. Exhale, hands to heart. We're gonna open up to Warrior 2. You're gonna start with your right foot forward and your left foot turned out. Arms are gonna open up as well. Look out over your front hand. Make sure your knee is tracking forward. And for now, just reach out through those fingertips. Opening up your heart space. Done a lot of work there already. And let's get ready to reverse. So flip your front palm, relax your back arm. Reach overhead, reversed warrior. Your front knee is bent for now. Maybe you bend it a little deeper as your arm reaches overhead. And then take an inhale and reach through your fingertips and let that help you straighten your leg. Really squeeze through your front thigh. Reach out, grab one more breath. And exhale, come back down into your Warrior 2. Sink it in. We're gonna windmill down to runner's lunge. Bring your arms around, meet them around your foot. Step back to down dog. Let's just hold here for a moment. And then make your way up to your hands. Come all the way up to standing. Let's grab a breath overhead. Hands to heart. We're gonna move it to the other side. Left Warrior 2. Arms expand out across your chest, across your heart. Looking out over your front hand. Just keep breathing. Get ready for that reversed warrior overhead. Starting with your knee bent. then get ready. Inhale, start to reach, squeeze, straighten your leg for more. Hold for another breath or two. And when you're ready on your next exhale, move back into your warrior two. Get ready to windmill, looking where you're going. Find your runner's lunge. Step back to down dog. Keep breathing here. And we're gonna make our way up to the hands and come all the way up to standing. Grab a breath overhead. Hands to heart. Step your feet closer together for chair pose. If your toes are touching, make sure there's still a gap in your heels. You're gonna keep your hands at heart, and when you're ready, sit back into your chair. We're gonna work on a twist here. So as you start to twist over to the right, notice your knees. If one knee comes forward more than the other, can you pull it back all the way from the hip socket? And only move as far as you can go, keeping your hands at heart center. So if your hands start to move away, you're going too far. Let your heart be a guide. Your hands are an extension of that heart, so line up that energy. You're doing great. Grab one more breath, and then we'll come back to center and release. Just give those legs a break. Keep them close together. And when you're ready, get ready to ground back in. Get ready for that chair. Take an inhale. Exhale, bring it down and slowly start to twist towards your left, taking your time to notice where your hands and heart are, where your knees are. Still sitting back, tailbone curled under. Take an inhale, exhale, come back up and release. Step your feet wide now, toes and knees out to the corners. Make your way down into a squat. Hang out in your yogi squat. It's okay if your heels are not touching. It's okay if you're not as low. Just go where your hips guide you for a few more breaths. When you're ready, make your way out to tabletop, hands and knees. We're gonna take the right leg out to the side just like before. This time, we're gonna take our right arm up. Really find that open twist. Maybe it's a little bit deeper this time. Maybe not. Either way is cool. Grab an inhale. On the exhale, you're gonna thread all the way through. So you might just go to your elbows. And if you do, just relax your head there. Maybe you can start to dig on through. But wherever you go, you're just gonna work on relaxing your head. So take your time getting there. And your other arm can explore, of course, if it needs to go somewhere else, you decide. Take an inhale, and your exhale, unwind just your hands. And get ready for the other side. So you'll start by reaching your left arm out or out and up. Take an inhale. Exhale, bring it under and come all the way down again. Just breathe here. Exploring with the other hand if you need to. And take your time unwinding. And we'll start to move to the other side. So you'll take your left leg out. We'll start with the left arm reaching up, open twist. Maybe you get a little deeper, grab one more breath. And then bring it under and explore how deep you actually want to go here. It might be different one side versus the other, and that's normal. So relax your head wherever you are. Take an inhale. On the exhale, just unwind your hands. Get ready to move to the other side. Right arm reaches out or out and up. Take an inhale. Exhale, bring it under and relax back down. Take an inhale. Exhale, unwind. And we're gonna revisit that seat on the knees. If that does not feel good for you, sit a different way. And we are actually going to go into hero's pose. So if you're not seated on your knees, that's fine. You can just breathe wherever you are. If you're on your knees, can you start to spin your heels to the outside, sitting down in between? You can also take your thumbs to your calves and spin them outward to create more space. you're finding this place along the center line in between your thighs. You're going to find that coming together. So you're looking into the internal rotation of your hips, not something we access a lot of times. Just like a lot of times we don't access our memories or those things in the shadows that seem to surface during retrograde time. Let's access some of these spaces we don't normally go to tonight. And we're going to breathe into any discomfort as long as it doesn't take us over our edge. So if you're ever feeling sharpness, tingling, numbness, things that just aren't serving your body, that's not good for you, and you certainly back off. But otherwise, if you're at that edge where you feel good, it's kind of that hurts so good, stretchy, feel good pain, just breathe into it. Notice what comes as you sink in a little deeper and deeper with each breath out. We've got maybe 2 or 3 more breaths here. Notice all the tension leaving through your jaw, your shoulders, the rest of your body. And then take your time coming back up. If you were down, realign. And you're going to go all the way back to your down dog. So you can go ahead and get there. We're going to stay in the down dog and take it for a walk, one knee at a time. Bend and press the other heel away. And just keep going. Side to side. Maybe one more each way. And then just ground your heels equally. Relax into it. You're going to step your feet wide enough for a squat. Turn your toes and knees out to the corners and walk backwards with your hands down into your squat, lowering your hips. Once you arrive, just hold it for a moment, breathing. And then come on down to hands and knees. Swing your left foot around to the outside of your hands. You're finding a lizard pose now, so really take your back knee, slide it farther away, and then flatten out your foot. As you lean into your lizard, if you want to get lower, maybe walk your hands out more. You can also go down to your elbows as long as both elbows are touching the ground pretty equally. Wherever you're at, relax your shoulders back, down, and away. Remember that rounding forward, it happens so often. So let's take the opposite of that tonight. Roll your shoulders away and back, away from your ears. Grab another breath in your lizard pose and walk your hands back up. We're not done here. We're going to walk the other hand, our right hand, to the outside of the mat, or maybe just the edge. Lean in and bring your left hand up to your knee or thigh. Start to twist towards your knee, spinning your right hip under. And then when you're ready, if it feels good, you can even reach your arm back and behind. If you want to go to the full challenge, you can bend your knee, maybe reaching back for your foot. Now, if you're doing that, don't let the resistance come. Really just relax your leg if you want to go deeper. Breathe into your edge wherever you are. No judgment in your practice today. Just observing. You've got maybe one more breath here. You're going to take your time resetting and walking to the other side, so you'll release your leg and then swing that leg around. Tuck your back toes, walk your knee away if you need to. Flatten out, and then if you need to walk your hands away or down, go ahead. For now, we're just going to hold the lizard. Really feel that stretch. All right, if you're low, go ahead and come back up. Get ready to take that twist. So walk your left hand out, right hand comes up towards your leg. Start spinning towards your leg in the twist. Maybe you just stay right here. Maybe you go further by reaching back. You can always open up your toes as well. Maybe you go for your foot. That's up to you. Wherever you're at, just soften. Breathe into it. Grab one more breath. Take your time releasing, go back to tabletop, and then find your downward facing dog. Just take a moment to breathe here. And then walk up towards your hands, come all the way up to standing, top of your mat. Ground in, find 3 breaths. Inhale overhead, exhale hands to heart. Keep your hands at your heart, palms together in this Anjali Mudra, prayer hands, heart hands, and we're gonna take reverse prayer. So start to open up your palms, face them down, and bring the back of your hands together instead. Back of your fingers, maybe back of your wrists. Bend your elbows, pull your shoulders down, direct those fingers down. Find the stretch. And then take an inhale. On your exhale, release, shake it all out. Step your feet about hip distance or a little wider. And we're gonna go side to side in figure 8. So we're just gonna move those hips back and forth. And then notice what your hips are doing, what your body's doing. Get slow if you need to. And then can you switch the direction? Can you reverse it? And it's okay if you can't, just keep practicing. We're gonna go to hip circles now. So just out, around, like big, slow hula hoops. Stay loose in your lower body. And this one's a little bit easier. Can you switch the direction of that circle? It's okay if you can't. It's just something different to do to distract your mind from all those anxious thoughts that arise, things in the future that don't even exist yet. We're not even gonna think about it. We're just gonna move our body and challenge our mind. We're just gonna go side to side now. Breathing into those outer hips. Grab one more breath. And then reset into your mountain pose. Grab a breath overhead. On the exhale, fold all the way down, letting go. Take a half lift and then step out into hands and knees. Now we're going back to our lizard pose. I'm gonna face you though. This one's a little bit different. We're gonna start by bringing the right leg around to the outside of the hand. Slide that back knee away. Flatten out your toes if you need to. Once you get here, you are going to step your left hand out just a little bit, just for some space. You're going to bring your right hand up just like you did before. But instead of twisting towards your knee, you're going to twist away from it. And you're going to spin fingers to the outside, elbow down to the inside. So really press into your foot and try not to let it come off the ground. Try to keep it grounded. That resistance creates more opening. You get the rebound effect when you release, but for now you can just look away. You can go wherever you need to go. And then grab another inhale. On the exhale, bring it back. Let's take our time moving to the other side. When you're ready, just sink it on down to start. Maybe walk your right hand out a little bit. Left hand comes up. Really keep your hand on your knee to remind yourself to stay grounded in your foot. Fingers spin away. Elbow spins in. Look away if it feels good. Grab one more breath. Bring it all back. And reset. Find your comfortable seat. So maybe that's cross-legged, or maybe it's a different way. You can decide. And you're just going to begin to settle in. Let's relax arms down by the sides. And we'll start by taking right arm overhead in a side body stretch. You can walk your left hand out for more. Bend your elbow or both elbows. Really press your hips away from your hands, and you can look wherever you need to go. So instead of going up and over, let's sweep the arm forward onto the ground, and then move it around, and then realign. Take your time. Let's go to the other side, reaching up and over, finding your side stretch. As you release, get ready to sweep your arm forward on the ground all the way through, and then realign to center. If your legs are crossed, switch the cross in your legs. We'll stay here, interlace your hands the opposite way. Take them behind your head. Press your head into your hands. Your elbows are wide. Shoulders are pulling down. Open across your heart space. And then release back to center. You're going to take a twist. Right hand comes across, left hand reaches behind. Look around your shoulder if you need to. Take it to the other side. Bring everything back to neutral. Take your legs out into a straddle or a V-sit. For now, you're just gonna sit tall, or if it feels good to lean in, go ahead. Make sure that you maintain a flat back. If you're folded in, go ahead and sit back up. We're gonna do another wrist stretch. You're gonna take your fingers facing inward, palms up, and if you can't go down to the ground, you can just do this on your thighs or your legs. Press into your legs to get the stretch. But if you can come down to the ground, go ahead and really flatten out the back of your hands. If this feels good and you want more, you can bend your elbows and then press into the ground and get a little stretch at the top. You could do that once or do it a few times. I'm gonna let you take the freedom to just breathe here in this reversed wrist stretch. We're gonna grab one more breath wherever you are and release your hands. Bend your left leg, your toes and knees still face the corner. Bring your elbow to the inside, anchor into your leg, and twist away. Your right hand can reach back for more. Maybe you look back for more. Just take an inhale. On the exhale, return to center. We're gonna switch it out. Twisting away. And then we'll bring it back to neutral. Bring your legs back into straddle. And this time you're gonna take your hands behind you. So you're just gonna lean back, press into your palms, and open across your chest. Keep the hands where they are, but relax your spine and look forward. Bend your knees, place your feet on the ground wider than your hips. Toes and knees still go in the same direction. Wiper your knee side to side. Let's do maybe one more each way. And then come back into neutral, into a butterfly, bringing the feet together now. And again, leaning in if that feels good for your spine. A few deep breaths if you need to. Notice what's coming up right now, if anything. And then breathe it away. Just use your breath and your body as an anchor to come back to the present moment. Let's hug knees together and then wrap yourself up in a little ball. And maybe tiptoe back, lifting your heels. We're gonna work on some balance to start one foot at a time, flexing and lifting off the mat. Maybe you just balance with both feet lifted. You decide, but really slow down your breath. Keep your inhales and your exhales equal. Keep your shoulders relaxed. It's all in fun. So don't let it stress you out. Take another inhale. On the exhale, send your legs long. Just begin to flex and point your ankles. And then roll your ankles in circles. Make sure to roll them both directions. And then relax. You're going to hug just your left leg in. Cross your foot over your leg. Twist towards your knee and look away. Keep relaxing through your leg to find a deeper twist. Really hug in close to your center line. Take an inhale. On your exhale, unwind and move to the other side. Hugging in, crossing over, twisting towards your leg. Take an inhale. On your exhale, unwind. One more time. Take your legs long, flex your feet, and fold down towards your toes. However deep you can go with a flat back. Grab another inhale. On your exhale, come back up and find your butterfly with feet a little bit farther away. You're going to be doing some hip circles. You'll inhale to circle forward, exhale to circle back. When you're ready, switch the direction of your circles. Take another circle here, and then make your way all the way down to your spine. Once you get there, hug your knees into your chest. Just give yourself a little squeeze or rock side to side. Let's hug just the left leg in. Right leg relaxes long. Feet are relaxed as well. And then take your knee across your body in a single leg twist, reaching your left arm away and looking away from your knee. Take an inhale. On your exhale, return to neutral. Switch sides, extend your left leg, right knee hugs into chest. For now, just holding here, relaxing your feet, relaxing your toes. And let's take it across the body in a twist, looking away when you're ready. Take another inhale. On your exhale, return to neutral. Hug both knees into chest. Take your feet up to the ceiling. Roll your ankles in circles. Make sure to go both directions. And then just flex and point. And then we'll hug knees to chest. And again, roll the knees in circles out, away, back in again. Massaging out your low back. And of course, reversing the direction when you're ready, balancing out. take an inhale. Exhale, release. Begin to find your Shavasana, your final resting pose. Begin to settle in, closing your eyes. Breathing deeply in and deeply out. Connecting back into the earth. Connecting back to the present moment. If your mind was wandering, bring it back. And let's let those exhales get longer than the inhales now, keeping you steady, keeping you here. Slowly becoming more and more relaxed. As you exhale deeply, allow your body to soften, balancing out all the work that you did, representing the stillness that's so important to find these days when we seem to always be moving forward, or the stillness that's so important when we find ourselves dwelling on the past. These lower frequency energies connected to the past don't serve us, so now let go of them and just come into the present. And find your breath and find your body and show gratitude for each. Coming back to the present by showing thanks and simply honoring this time to be still and let go. Really relax your body now. Starting with the top of your head, soften the top of your head. And then soften the back of your head. And soften your forehead and your temples and around your eyes. And soften through your jaw. Soften through your throat and the back of your neck. Soften around your ears and down throughout your sinus tracts. Relax your whole head. And let that feeling move down to your upper body. Start to soften your chest. Soften your collarbones. Soften your shoulders and your shoulder blades. Soften around your heart space. And then soften down across your arms. Relax your wrists, your hands, your fingers, all of these extensions of your heart space. Sink into the softness, letting go. The heart energy of Venus. We soften now to the presence of any energy that the heart has to offer, any messages, any guidance, any wisdom, or any that may come moving forward in this retrograde. And keep breathing down, relaxing the body. Relax the whole front of your body now, your sternum, your belly, your hip spaces, all the way down the front of your legs. And relax the sides of your body, all the way down to your hips. Relax the back of your body, one vertebrae at a time, all the way down. And letting your back muscles follow. And softening down into your lower body, your glutes, your tailbone, your legs. Relax your feet and toes. The sensation of grounding. The place where we root in to grow. related to the planet of Saturn and the karmic lessons that come to us decade by decade, experiences that lead to wisdom to help us grow and evolve. And as we relax our lower body and relax our whole body into the earth, we also honor the energy of this retrograde. And then finally, through the Pluto retrograde representing the planet of Scorpio, and the energy of the life cycle, life, death, rebirth. We embrace this energy with our corpse pose, Shavasana, as we too surrender to the earth and surrender to gravity and let our bodies become still, so that we can simply renew and sink into the energy that's within us and around us. Continue to stay present and grounded for a few more breaths, relaxing in. And whenever you're ready, slowly re-arrive by taking deeper breaths with eyes closed, making some gentle movement out of your fingers and toes. If it feels good to reach your arms overhead, go ahead and do so, stretching and breathing. On your next exhale, hug your knees into your chest, give yourself a squeeze or a rock side to side. And then when you're ready, roll to the side of your choice and take your time pressing up to seated. We're going to meet in a comfortable seat, bringing hands to heart and closing the eyes if they opened. Settling into supportive posture, finding that grounding energy connecting you and growing from it one vertebrae at a time, until shoulders align over hips. Just take these final moments of your practice to observe anything that's still in the mind right now, any feelings, any emotions that are in the heart, or anything else that you're experiencing in your body, in your energy field. And know that it's all been brought up for you to honor it. For everything that comes to you is either neutral or provides a lesson for a positive growth experience. So observe the wisdom of anything that comes through now, and set the intention to honor the wisdom that comes through in the future, on your mat or off your mat. Take a few more breaths to observe your practice tonight, noticing all you did, noticing any shifts that you made, and noticing how you feel. Gently lift your heart to head, bow your head to heart. Seal in gratitude one final time, showing thanks for everything that you feel like being thankful for. And underlyingly, always being thankful for your breath and for your body, your energy, and how they all serve you. Let's keep eyes closed. Inhale overhead. Open mouth, exhale. We'll do that 2 more times. Last one. And the light in me honors the light in you. Namaste.